All right, pause that. Let's do it again. I got 2 phones. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Welcome back, everybody.
What's up, you guys? We back again for another review. Y'all already know what we're reviewing. The season finale.
Season finale.
Wait a minute. The season finale of Queen Latifah's
Reckoning.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Equalizer. Episode titled The Reckoning.
All right, pause that. Let's do it again.
What's up, you guys? We back for another review of Queen Latifah's
The Equalizer.
final episode called
The Reckoning.
The Reckoning. Yes, sir.
You guys.
Season 1 is officially come to an end, and we get to review it for you right now.
Listen, it has been a rough season for us because they started off with just 4 shows. Then they came back with 2 shows.
It was a gap.
Then another gap. Then they came back with 4 more shows. So it was a season of 10.
Mm-hmm.
So the season finale, The Reckoning.
But first, right off the gate, we want to give a big boo to 60 Minutes.
Ooh, yeah. They done did Queen dirty for 2 weeks in a row.
I know the times are different for where you are, East Coast, West Coast, but over here on the East Coast, 60 Minutes cut into the the Equalizer's time by 30 minutes. So
30 minutes.
If you were expecting the show come on, you saw 60 minutes for the first 30 minutes into the time.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure a lot of people,
Just
didn't think it was coming on. But
even the recording said,
Yep.
it said the Equalizer Reckoning,
But it was still 60 minutes.
It was still 60 minutes. And they did it last week. I think last week was only 15 minutes though. But this week was a half an hour, you guys.
So if you guys didn't see the Equalizer and you had it pre-recorded, just watch it on demand because the recording is going to be messed up. Because even the recording is going to cut off halfway through it because they didn't change the time. But 60 Minutes was on for 30 minutes. So we wanted to get that out the way. First, watch it on demand if you haven't watched the last episode. But tell them what the episode was about.
This episode, this is the episode he's been waiting for all season. So her daughter, we finally got a name for you guys, Delilah. Her and her buddies were hooking school. Okay, all right, and there was a drive-by and her friend got shot. So long story short,
wait a minute, you didn't get details.
What?
Her and her friends were walking and they got shot. They would just happen to be next to a guy.
That's what I said.
But you made it sound like she wasn't with the guy that got shot. She was standing right next to him. You got details, like graphic details on them, boy. You already know what time.
When I do that, you usually say you ain't gotta say all that. But yeah, she was right there. She ran over to him. They had just took a selfie and everything. So her and it was 4 of them. Her and the other 2 people was able to duck down, and the other boy, he was, of course, on the outside, so he got shot twice by shotguns, big guns. So they was caught up in the drive-by. They get back to the hospital, and of course their other 2 friends. Y'all know we got always put some racism in it, unfortunately. So her friend that got shot was, of course, another black kid, but the other 2 kids were Caucasians. So,
but they all hooked school together
in the hood, because they was going to some pizza spot.
Yeah.
And so the black kid's mom get there, and she's upset. They don't want to tell her no information about her son because the boy got shot, and whoever they were shooting at got shot. The person that they were shooting at, he died instantly. But that's all the rumors they heard in the waiting room was that one of them died instantly. So they sitting there trying to figure out was it the boy or not. So of course Queen Latifah get there and she trying to console her daughter, but she listening for every little bit of information she could get so she could find out what's going on. And of course y'all know how she do. She went on the rampage. You don't mess with kids around her. She go crazy. Right, Ben?
Yeah, she went insane.
She went crazy.
So basically she is on a hunt to find the guy that did the drive-by, you know, almost killed the daughter. And
well, really, they actually shot the friend.
Yeah.
She was real concerned about the friend mom also. So, of course, y'all know how it is when the queen does her thing and she show up. She always got to find the lowest of the low, you guys. So, these people are actually big-time drug dealers, like, what they call them? Not mafia. Was it the mafia?
Yeah, mafia.
And it was what was the
syndicate, like the syndicate or something.
Yeah, it was like two.
They both were two different. They were just different types of mafias.
Yeah, these big guys, right? So you know, she walks in up on the one group, because she knew that they knew who was shooting at them. So that's all she wanted to know from them was who was it. Mm-hmm. And you know, the guys be sizing her up, trying to figure out
is she alone?
Can we just F her up and keep it moving and stuff like that. But the guy was checking her movements and stuff. So basically she told him they had caught the guy's girlfriend. So she said, look, she don't know nothing. Y'all gonna kill her for no reason. Let her go. And we'll try to, I'll help y'all. I'll help y'all try to find her or whatever. So they let her go, but Queen Latifah was smart. She put a tracker on the girlfriend because she had an idea that the girlfriend was gonna go straight to the guy. And what happened, babe?
She went right there.
Right to him.
And followed her there.
Yeah, so she on her bike with a helmet.
Spoiler. Oh, pony head, mom. But spoiler alert.
So she get up there and she called her boyfriend, you guys. We calling him officially her boyfriend, the detective. What's his name? I keep forgetting his name.
I don't know. 1975 Super Flyback.
Yeah, detective. She called him up.
Dante.
Dante. Yeah, you got it right. So she called up Detective Dante and she said, hey, I got your boy from the shooting, come get him. Yeah. And so she get the girl out the house and she tied him down so he don't get away before Dante get there.
Yeah.
And he laughed because she told him, she said, this time I'm gonna do it your way. I ain't gonna get all mixed up in it. But he laughed because when he got there, he was tied to a chair waiting for him.
She couldn't wait.
Yeah. So that part worked out. And as y'all know, when you're working with the big mafia people, they already got lawyers on deck to get their people out. So, of course, that's what happened. Yeah. So she ends up calling Dante back and said, hey, I need some other information. And he like, it's like pulling teeth. So I don't know we might not have shared a lot about his backstory, but one thing about Detective Dante is he is strictly by the book. Mm-hmm. Everything is about the book, which is his issue with her because she's not a law enforcer. And
another spoiler alert, they show him going visit his father in prison. So that's one of the reasons why he's by the book, because I guess he feels like he's really under scrutiny because his father was a bad cop. No,
he mad because he was mad at his father for turning a bad cop.
For being a bad cop.
That's what I was leading into. You just jumped ahead a second.
Because that's how I do. That's why they call me James RealNesters.
He goes to see his dad because at this point, he want to help, he want to help Robin. That's her name. He want to help her. So, but he trying to figure out what he doing wrong. So his father basically telling him it's no line. You can't draw a line in the sand and say I'm on this side or that side. It's only gray area. And you have to decide what your gray area is. And it's messing with his head a little bit because what had happened that threw him off? I think that the mafia guy got out. Yeah. So, Robin called him up like, listen, I gave him to you on a platter. Why is he out here on the street?
No, what really got to him was that some cop gave the mafia people the phone number of Delilah.
Yeah. So not just Delilah, all the kids.
Yeah. So it's more dirty cops in there. Yeah. And he hate that. Yeah. They gave him the telephone numbers.
Yep. So they called all the kids up and basically threatened them not to testify against the guy, and of course they got the guy out on bail. And then he was meditating on it because he got 2 sons. So he looking at his son's pictures and he looking at the boy in the bed and he trying to figure out, so he just said forget it. He threw in the towel and just helped her. And of course, y'all know how she do, you guys. Y'all, they can say what they want. She's playing this part. She is smashing everything, okay?
Yeah.
So she went back to the mafia guy. She basically what they call it when you not interrogate. What's the other word they call it when you do it the bad way? Can't think of the word.
Yeah, it ain't waterboarding.
It wasn't waterboarding, but basically she interrogated the witness that they had who was already playing both sides against each other.
Yeah.
So she interrogated him for some information, and this time she show up.
Informant.
Yeah, the informant. This time she show up, but instead of going to get Detective Dante and getting the police involved, because now she ticked off. You know, the little boy died. Yeah. By the way, you forgot to say spoiler. The little boy died. So she ticked off now. So she went and got the people who they first attacked to have her back through this process. So we forgot one part. She went and threatened the main guy. She went to his restaurant.
The main
and threatened
syndicate drug guy.
And he like, well, who does she think she is? Who she is? So he sent his partner to go do the research on her.
So she legit.
And it was something she did while she was in the service.
Yeah. It was like a war, a conflict that a lot of people got killed and blown up.
But she brought down the main people who did it. Yeah. So she said, you better ask about me. Listen, y'all. She might as well say, Google me, baby. So he sent his people to check her. They said it was valid. So on the last shipment, because they was dealing in drugs. The last shipment, he already told them beef up the security. So the guy, she's doing her spy thing. The guy walk up on her, and then the main guy give her some flimsy quote about basically he know all, he watch all, and he keep himself amongst high people that know all. Mm-hmm. And then she gave him a quote. Yeah, she said, well, my favorite quote is what is it? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah. And then the other guys bust in. It was a major shootout. It went down. It wasn't no how you do it,
babe? They played each games against each other.
Yeah, how you do it, babe? It wasn't no how you say that?
Was it a fight?
No, I'm saying you got to do the motion. Come
on. You don't know how to do it by now?
No, go ahead.
How many videos I did?
Yeah, it wasn't none of that. It wasn't none of that. It was a lot of bop, 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 bop. Bing, bing.
Wait. We gotta get the sound effect. Pretend like you got shot.
Hey! Right, so it was a lot of that going on, and they took out a lot of each other's side, and of course her girl, who's a sniper, was laying up there and catching everybody, was trying to get the other people on the other side. But basically, both gangs pretty much went down. I don't think the other side boss went down, but his people went down because they was heavily armed, and so the main guy, the one who did the shootout that killed the black boy, was driving the getaway car for the main guy who she was having words with. Yeah. So both of them.
Ponytail head.
Yeah. Both of them, he ended up dying because he crashed into a wall because he was trying to run over her. And she jumped out the way and he ran into a brick wall. And the main guy, he fell out and he was like, well, what was all this to you? Because she done bust up years of his operation. And she said, y'all threatened my daughter.
Breaking on down the stretch with how Delilah went and found her stash. I'm going to finish it off with the last words.
Okay. So that all happened. Delilah. Of course, they call Dante and the peoples. They come in to clean it up. And then, he called her. I got to tell y'all this part because their relationship is like, it's like the unbalanced. Yeah. It's like he going back and forth. Like, he was glad he helped her the first time, but when he came in and seen all these dead bodies on the ground, he like, I shouldn't have told you. And she like, at the end of the day, none of those were good people in there. So it is. Delilah had already decided in her head that she was still going to testify because that was her friend laying in the hospital. While she went to Detective Dante, she seen a picture of her mom on the desk. And, he wasn't paying attention. He was talking and he just happened to flip a piece of paper and her picture was there. And he threw a book back over it. He don't know that this is Queen Latifah's daughter. So long story short, she hunting around again. In the midst of all the fighting and stuff that Queen Latifah was getting ready to go through, she hopped in the back of her car when she was riding out for the night. This chick. How you do it, man? So she in the back of the car when the queen goes to suit up to handle business, and she find the secret stash. Okay, so because you know she you know she's secret government, she got stash everywhere. She find the secret stash, her mouth drops open. So now she got the, you know, she realized, she start running back in her head. My mom would never go to the police station with me. Check. You know, my mom sneaks out every night because, you know, in the middle of the night she having dreams and stuff. That was another thing that was going on because, you know, it's her work versus her family, right? Mm-hmm. So the daughter's waking up in the middle of the night after her friend got shot, and there's no mom. It's only the auntie coming to her rescue. So she got that. And then now she done followed the scene with a stash of the secret room and all of that. So they come back in from the funeral, and, you know, she like trembling, and, you know, Queen Latifah, you know, she a little bit at peace because she know that the guy who did it is dead, right? Mm-hmm. So she looking at her daughter and she's like, well, what's wrong? And the daughter turned around and looked at her. She listed all the things I gave y'all, and she says to her mom, who are you?
And then it goes off.
I thought you had something to say, though.
No, but I want you to go ahead and complete it.
I did.
Now, you guys, look. We get ready to rate this episode.
But you ain't say the magic words.
Now I'm going to give, I never gave any of the episodes a 5.
No, he had
1 out of 5, but I'm going to give this episode a 5 with a question mark. Now, this was a 5 with a question mark. And the only reason it was a question mark because they missed one little thing that would have been the banger on it going into next season is that when Delilah said, who are you? Then they went to a close-up, you know, just went to a close-up of Delilah first and then a close-up of the queen. But she didn't say nothing. Then it went off. What the little itty-bitty thing that they missed is when Delilah said, who are you? And they did the close-up on the queen like this, she should have said, I'm the Equalizer. Redo it. Redo the ending.
Well, they could do it on the next season.
That would have been
because they cut it off. So
if they had ended it like that, they would have got a 6 out of 5. That's right. I would have went over. All they had to do was say, Delilah say, who are you? And then they should have zoomed in to the queen like this. And she said, I'm the Equalizer. All
right, you guys.
That would have been devastating.
For a season finale.
Wait a minute. How you rate it?
I'm getting there. You got me.
All right.
For a season finale, you guys, this was good. This was a good cliffhanger. I mean, like, the perfect cliffhanger. We thought it was going to be more like the daughter get kidnapped and, you know, she running around crazy. But this was actually a good... This was actually a great cliffhanger because for the past 3 episodes, Delilah's been getting closer to figuring out who she is anyway. Yeah. And we've been looking at each other like, well, why don't she just tell her? Like, at this point, she ain't 5 years old. She's a teenager. She should know a little something. Yeah. But anyway, with all of that being said, y'all know I love the show. I support it 500%. So definitely she gets a 5. No ifs, ands, and buts about it. 5. All the actors are phenomenal, honestly. The Detective Dante, you know, he going through his back and forth with himself. The queen, she got a back and forth with herself. Delilah is bad girl Roll. The auntie, Aunt Vi, that's her name. Aunt Vi, you know, she get ready to do her little swinger thing. She coming out her show. So the show is good. Everybody got a different storyline going on, and then the whole overall thing of her equalizing the streets. Yeah. So it's a great show. If you haven't watched it, you guys, please get on demand. Check out these shows and be ready for when season 2 coming. Because guess what, y'all? A season 2 is coming.
Make sure you guys share this video with Queen Latifah. Let her know that The Real Nesters want to get on next season. We want to get on that kidnapping episode where, you know, somebody get kidnapped, thrown into the dungeon. But let her know the Real Nesters want to get on next season. We right by you. If you in New York, we right here in PA. Let's go. We can drive right to you. All you got to do is hook us up with the hotel. Let's you guys are about to sign off. Anything else you want to say to the people before we go?
Yes. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to our channel.
And look, the links for our Instagram and Twitter are right below. See you guys on the next video. We out.